So if you're the average person, you allow your career to happen to you. You get out of college in a degree that somebody else told you that would be good or provide a good job or pay good money or whatever it is, and then you move into that job, realize that you don't like it after the newness has worn off and after that honeymoon period has completely gone. And then the things that your coworkers are saying to you, like, hey, it's hump day, or only so many more days till the weekend, they're starting to sound pretty good to you. And that's when you realize that you aren't aligned with your strengths and your career has completely happened to you, as opposed to you happening to your career. What I found is that there are a few people, many less people in this world that are actually instead using what we call the backwards approach or the results-based approach, and then determining exactly what they want, not just in their career, but also in their life and how their career actually impacts their life, and then going after those results. And that's the HTYC approach, the happen to your career approach. In this video, you'll learn the HTYC approach in the 3 areas that it covers. Those 3 are what you want to do, where you want to do it, and why you want to do it. So what you want to do is talking about things that are lining up with your strengths, your experiences, what your personality is, and everything in between. Where you want to do it is talking about not only geographical location, but what are those organizations and those companies that you want to work with? And where do you want to call home? Why you want to do it is probably the most important one. And that's talking about things like your family situation and your goals, your values, your expectations, those things that you want to go after. And just with your family situation alone, that's ever changing. So this can be somewhat of an ever adjusting target. So it's probably not the same as it was 3, 4, 5 years ago as it is right now. And it won't be the same thing 3, 4, 5 years into the future, which is part of why this is challenging. It's not an ever moving target, but you're ever adjusting for what it is that you want as you are happening to your career. For example, I thought I was going to be a high-powered vice president for some organization working in human resources. That's the path that I thought I was going to take. And as I realized, what it was that I wanted more and more, and started understanding, what I valued, what my expectations were, what I wanted for my life and for my family, then I realized that it didn't line up very well with those particular things. And then I adjusted course. And that was my personal story, but you might find the same thing for you. The important part here is that once you make a decision in each of these 3 areas, what you want to do, where you want to do it, and then why you want to do it, then it allows you to start charting the pathway to be able to reach each one of those 3 things. Without that, you can't even begin to start, and without that, you've got no hope of using this backwards approach or this results-based approach where you figure out what you want it is, draw the line in the sand and then start moving toward that line. If you've got no line to move towards, then you're not ever going to get there, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to be able to actually start to figure this out, even if it's not perfect. Figure out each one of these areas, what you want to do, where you want to do it, and why you want to do it, and start to get some things on paper, on purpose, and then make the decision and start moving towards it. Without that decision made, it can't ever happen. So that's the first step. Thanks again. I'm Scott Barlow with Happen to Your Career.